Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel, Positive Dimension Coffee, and it's time for another coffee cup reading. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. Today we're going to see what is the next step for you. What is the universe sending your way? For those of you that visit this channel more often, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It will keep this channel going. So remember, you're stepping into a positive dimension here, so keep your mind open, keep your thoughts positive. You're always welcome and encouraged here to share anything you want at Positive Dimension Coffee. If something good happened to you, as well as if something not so good is happening in your life. So you're welcome to share anything that is going on and anything you feel that you want to share. Also, please let me know how these readings are resonating with you and your situation. I love doing these readings for you. You have been wonderful so far, and I hope that you're enjoying them. So let's see what we have here. Group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. I'm going to mix it up a little tonight. So I have this pretty stone, this glitter bottle, and this butterfly. See whichever one attracts your attention first, whichever one you feel you connect with, that's the one that you should choose. And also, you can pause this video if you need more time to decide. The objects are here just to help you decide which group you want to listen to. You can also listen to more than one group and take whatever resonates with you and your situation. So group number 1, group number 2, really pretty things tonight. Group number 3. As I said, if you need more time to decide, you can pause this video. And once you've decided, you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the reading. Okay, coffee lovers, I hope you have your coffee cups in front of you, drinking as I do your reading for you. Group number 1, we are starting. Group number 1, you chose this really interesting, beautiful stone. Let's see what the next step for you is. Okay, let me just dry this off. Move this so it doesn't bother us. Okay, let's see what the next step is for you. Oh, wow. What an interesting cup. There's obviously a dilemma here. It's about making a decision, or rather, there is an important decision that you need to make, and you're hesitating. Yeah, you're hesitating about which way to go, how to make this decision so that everyone involved will be happy and satisfied. And you think and feel that once this decision is made and once this situation is taken care of, that a burden will be lifted off your shoulders and that you will have peace of mind. Now that's what you think and feel. Oh, but group number 1, think again. There's something happening here. I'm seeing something really interesting. Okay, and this just tells me that we often take on responsibilities and duties that might not be for us to take on. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is what I think that most of you are feeling is whether you need to take on this responsibility at all. Do you need to make this decision? And is it up to you to resolve whatever issue is going on here? So we've got quite a story here, group number 1. Wow, let's try to clear this up. I'm going to talk about the actual situation just in a minute. But first, I want to discuss how you're feeling about this, about what is happening. Okay, this is obviously about an important person in your life, and it's about helping someone. But remember, nothing is set in stone. What you are manifesting or what you're trying to manifest is here for a reason. Okay, these thoughts in your head, they're there for a reason. And in your case, at this moment, and in this situation, you're manifesting like one thing one day, and then the next day you're trying to solve the same problem with another solution. So what you need to do is try to tailor things to your own needs, at least as much as possible. It can go any way you want this to go. You just have to decide what it is that you want. Which way do you want it to go? What exactly do you want to happen? Okay, group number one. There's also something about gratitude involved here. So you might be grateful to someone for helping you out with something, but for most of you, I'm sensing that you're expecting gratitude. You want someone to be thankful to you for helping or assisting them in some way, and you're not sure that this gratitude is going to happen. So you have a dilemma about making this decision. Oh, I'm going to try and clear things up here, but I think that most of you are sort of catching on to what I'm saying. You want things to go one way, a certain way that you think is right. You want things to work out the way you think is best for everyone concerned. But there's a part of you that craves something like adventure and surprise. You don't always want to be the responsible one and the reasonable one. A part of you just wants to go with the flow and see what happens. Because you know that life can really create a story for you that you never even thought possible. So you're kind of struggling with yourself right now, about what to do and what it is that you actually want. And as I said, this is an important person in your life. This is someone who is a big part of your life. And now for some of you, this could be your love life that we're talking about. For others, it could be some personal issue that you're working through. And yet this could also be about your career, family, or even your children for some of you. So this is about someone or something, but someone is involved in this something that is a big part of your life. So I'm getting an image here that for those of you that have grown children, that your children are grown up, it's about responsibility. It's about taking responsibility. It has to do with most likely financial issues, and you're probably, you want to help your children in some way, but you're just not sure where to begin and where to end. This is the dilemma. This is your dilemma, what you're facing. You're facing this dilemma and you're struggling with yourself. If you should help them out just a little, give them like a little push, help them get started on something, or if you should help them a lot and take on some of their responsibilities, like take on yourself some of their responsibilities. Now, if you feel that they're struggling and facing problems, this is what you might feel that you need to do. So, but also if you have more children, you could be thinking about how helping one of them is going to affect the other one, or the other ones if you have more, the others if you have more children. So I think you understand the point I'm making. This dilemma, if it's about your children, it's about how much you should help them, or how one of them, helping one of them will affect the others. But also, if it's not about your children, if it's about someone close, and this dilemma, this problem, this responsibility, it's obviously about someone that's close to you. So you're in a dilemma whether you should help, how much you should help, and how your help is going to affect everything else. Helping this person, how it's going to affect everything else, the people around you and the people around that person. This is a big decision you're trying to make. So even though this image is strong, if you don't have children, and if this is not resonating with you, this could be, a very tough decision in your life about someone who is very important to you, as I said. Okay, so just take what resonates with you and your situation. This dilemma could be career related. It could have to do with your love life, family, friends. So everything could be, could play a role here. you would like to make this decision, but you're also very curious. And now I think this is the point of your dilemma. You're very curious to see what happens if you don't make this decision. What happens if you do nothing? If you do nothing at all, okay? You want to see how this plays out on its own, how the people involved will react in both of these situations or scenarios. What happens if you help, and what happens if you don't help? Okay. Group number 1, life has a way of taking care of things without asking us what we think. I'm pretty sure most of you know this. And for group number 1, I'm getting the feeling that there is an outcome to this situation, and I'm seeing that the outcome is going to be a good one. You're just beating yourself too much over this, okay? And I know that many of you are really responsible, but just try to see how much this is about you, how much it's about the people involved here and the ones you're trying to help. You need to find yourself in all of this. And as I said, a part of you wants adventure, and you're very curious to see what happens, one way or the other. It looks like you have your work cut out for you, group number 1. Okay, this is a real dilemma you're facing. Interesting. Okay, so think how far you're willing to go with this. Which of the two scenarios you're going to go with, taking care of everything or letting things take care of themselves. This is a tough one, and I have to admit, especially if loved ones are concerned and involved, but life serves us with the most interesting situations and challenges, and we're supposed to learn a lesson from such difficult tasks. I assume things like this happen for a reason. So group number 1, wow. Let me know how this works out, okay? Let me know what you decided, if you helped, if you let things play out on their own. This is going to be very interesting. And I hope that this resonates with you and your situation. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. If it doesn't resonate, you can always listen to one of the other groups. But group number 1, you do have a dilemma to solve here, and I hope you're going to do the best possible thing. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you that there are two scenarios. You either help and take on everything, or you do nothing. Think about it. Think about the people involved. Think about which way you want this to go. Think about yourself in this situation. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you again very soon. So good luck and bye. Group number 2, you chose this pink glitter bottle. It's so pretty. Let's see what the next step is for you, group number 2. Oh, let's try this off for a second. What is the next step for group number 2? Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, this is also an interesting cup. We had a really interesting reading for group number 1. It was amazing. Let's see. Oh, group number 2, your cup is really, really interesting also. Wow, look at all these shapes. Look at all this. Look at all of this. Okay, this is about sharing responsibilities. You're hesitating about something. There's hesitation here, hesitation about moving forward. You have that type of personality that you need time to establish an emotional connection, because if things happen too quickly, you have that uncomfortable feeling that you did something wrong and that you skipped some steps along the way. And I think that for most of you, this is about taking your relationship to the next level, okay? That's what's coming across here for me. So sharing responsibilities, taking your relationship to the next level. As I said, it has to do with sharing responsibility, but you're asking yourself a lot of questions here. You're hesitating about moving forward. Let's see what this is about. You're having doubts. Maybe you're feeling that your partner is having doubts. There is potential here in this relationship, but you seem to be asking yourself all these questions, and it has to do either with how this relationship began. So for some of you, something about the beginning of this relationship didn't feel quite right, or it could be that some other experience that you had in the past is affecting you and you probably never resolved it. So now it's kind of coming back to haunt you. Oh, wow, group number 2. This is interesting. So let's look at the first possibility, that something about the beginning of this relationship didn't feel quite right. So it's possible that your partner was seeing someone else when you met, or maybe they left their boyfriend, girlfriend to be with you. And now you're wondering if they would do the same thing to you one day. Okay, also it could be that you had to change something in your life in order for this relationship to work. You had to change your job, you had to change your apartment, maybe you even moved to another city or something similar. But now you're wondering if your partner would do the same for you. You might be feeling like you did most of the work here, or maybe not work, but that you made some sort of sacrifice. You took that step in a way that your partner didn't. And this little voice inside your head is asking if he or she would ever do the same for you. Yeah, you're wondering if they will keep their end of the bargain and if they are up to sharing responsibilities. Wow, group number 2. Some serious issues are arising. You're facing some serious issues here. You're asking yourself some very serious questions. Let's see if you're going to find the answers. So, for those of you that don't have a problem with how this relationship started, so remember I said some of you might have a problem with how this relationship started, but for those of you that don't, you might have issues from the past that you buried like deep inside, and now they're showing up again. And this could be that you had like a really bad breakup in the past, or maybe you were left, in a very, at a very bad time. I'm not going to say at the altar, but maybe your partner left you at a very bad time, very bad timing when they left, and this really had an effect on you. You were really heartbroken. Maybe they cheated on you, or it could be something even more complicated, like your partner left you for your friend, or they cheated on you with your friend behind your back for a while before you found out, or it could be something like they promised you the world, but nothing ever came of it. They could have lied to you about various things, and the list goes on and on. So, as I said, 2 possible scenarios. One, there's a problem with the beginning of your relationship, and the other scenario, there's no problem with the beginning of the relationship, but there's other problems from your past. As I said, someone really hurt you, cheated on you, lied, promised you things, whatever, the list goes on, but it's one of those 2. So something from your past is making you doubt your current choices, and it's making you feel like either you aren't ready, or making you think that your partner isn't ready. And these are things that you need to clear up if you're going to take the next step. Okay? Remember, I said at the beginning that you're someone that needs time to establish an emotional connection. Well, it seems that you're feeling that things might have been moving too quickly, and that some steps were skipped in the process, and this could just be your feeling. Okay, this could be just your feeling. I'm sensing here that your partner is someone that is a lot quicker in terms of making decisions and taking the necessary steps. So just moving along. You like to take your time. Okay, you're someone that likes to take their time, and this is fine. This is fine. You seem to be a little out of step with each other at the moment, but that's okay. What I'm seeing here is that things will start to move quickly and unexpectedly. So maybe you should just go with it and see what happens. You know what I mean? You're starting to feel this connection. You've taken some time and you're starting to feel this connection. So things will resolve quickly for group number 2, and this is good. So, a word of advice would be to go with it and don't try to fight it. The answer seems to be within reach, okay? The answer is within your reach. So maybe you should face the truth. Face the truth and face your fears. Maybe your partner didn't do anything wrong. Just face the truth of what is causing these doubts. And are there any bad experiences in your past, or is there something that you cannot get past that happened at the beginning of this relationship? Face the reasons that you're feeling the way that you're feeling, okay? Face the truth. You seem to be holding on too tight to something from the past, so it's keeping you from enjoying the present. So to speak. So, as I said, go with the flow, and this is difficult to do if your head is always turned back and looking behind and you're not seeing what's right there in front of you. You need to clear the air, clear your head, get over the situations that happened in your life in the past. I suggest that you discuss this with someone you can trust, like a dear friend, a family member. Maybe you can get a different view of things and see them from another perspective. And of course, by all means, once you're ready and you've cleared things up for yourself, sit down and talk to your partner, okay? You need to involve your partner in this, but once you've kind of cleared things up in your head, okay? So don't bring your own doubts to the table, because you don't want to throw something in their face with absolutely no purpose. Okay, so clear things up, and if there's anything that you feel you need to ask them, if you feel they did maybe I'm not going to say something wrong, but you feel that part of this is their responsibility, of course, ask them. But don't face them with doubts that are yours alone. Okay, I think you understand what I'm saying. So, a lot is going on for you right now. You do need to work on some issues, but the answers are within your reach and things will start to move quickly. So brace yourself, group number 2, and start working on this. Try to be fair, communicate. There are life lessons that you have to go through. And, this is obviously one of them. This is a learning process, however you want to look at it. So group number 2. Let me know how things work out, how this reading resonates for you. So I'd like to hear, how this played out for you. Face your fears, face your problems, but also be fair and communicate. Try to work things out, whatever it is in your past or whatever it is at the beginning of this relationship, work it out in your head first and then sit down and talk to someone. It could be a dear friend, someone that will give you an honest opinion, and then sit down with your partner, okay? This is just the way I'm seeing it play out, but please let me know. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you. So group number 2, take very good care of yourself. Also, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Group number 3, you chose the pretty butterfly. Look how cute that is. Let's see what the next step is for you. Okay, we had very interesting readings for group number 1 and 2. If you want to check that out, but let's see what we have for group number 3. Oh, wow. This is about choosing a path. Oh, deciding which way to go, something that will affect how things go from now on. You feel like you have to learn a lot of things before you can make this decision. You have to learn this and that and how to do something that you've never done before. That's what you're feeling right now. You feel like you're being pulled in different directions. Maybe many of you feel like you're overwhelmed and it's as if you're asking for guidance. You would really appreciate someone to show you which way to go and what to do. So you're seeking some form of assistance and you feel as if you cannot make this decision about which way to go on your own. You're getting over certain obstacles that have been in your way for a while, but this is going to be like an uphill battle. You will get over these obstacles. But right now you just feel like you don't know where you're coming from or which direction you're going in. You don't seem to trust your intuition, and this might have to do with being really tired just from exploring new situations and taking in new information. You feel like a lot has changed over the last period. Maybe even like for the last few years, a lot has changed. And your life has been like really turbulent. There has been some real turbulence in your life, and you're not sure if changing course right now would bring you just more difficulties and more turbulence in your life. That's what you're feeling. You need to make an effort, to work on your self-acceptance. That's what I'm sensing here for group number 3. You need to accept things the way they are. There's some resistance that I'm feeling here. Oh, but this is just from being tired and overwhelmed. Group number 3, things will get better. This is a good cup. I feel good energy. Let's see what's happening here. So a path is opening up in front of you, and you just don't know if you should take that path or stay on the course that you're on right now. But you are ready. You're already taking that step. Of all the groups, it's group number 3 that seems to be on their way to take this next step. So group number 1 and 2 have a lot of questions, doubts, dilemmas, but you are already taking this step. You're taking a step forward. You're tired, you're overwhelmed, you need guidance, but you are taking that step. Nothing is keeping you back. It's in your head, maybe doubt and, being overwhelmed and tired and everything, and you're asking for guidance, but you are walking right, straight forward. Wow, group number 3, you are the closest to taking the steps. So even though you wish you had guidance, it looks like most of you are going to step into this new path, in a while you will be in a different situation, in a totally different environment. This is good, I'm glad. At first it will look, once you take this step and you get into this new environment, it will feel like a small change. It might not seem that it's right for you. It doesn't look like the situation is really ideal for you, but it will turn out to be a major shift in a while, and it's for the better. For you, this will prove to be a step in the right direction. Oh, group number 3, this is so good. So you already feel like you're getting a message or an idea of where this is headed. Remember what I said about you needing guidance? Well, this message or idea that's being presented to you is like a guidance in disguise, okay? It will lead you to take this step forward. So for many of you, this could be about actually moving, changing your place of residence, maybe even moving to another city, changing jobs. So you're embarking on a whole new path here. Wow, and this is a beautiful path. I see like it's lined with trees and flowers. This looks beautiful, and there are birds like singing here. I wish you could see this, but I'm just gonna, stick to the reading and not give you too much description here. I want you to get, I want to get the message across of what is happening. So, depending on what stage of life you're in, this could be that you're finishing up like a learning process. maybe finishing your studies at a college, university, or you're taking the next step from there. And for those of you that are more mature, maybe you have gone through a learning process, like a course, some additional schooling, or you had to take on something so that you can start a new job, things like that, like a training process, even if you work already. So also this could be that you're finishing up a project that you've been working on and starting something else, maybe in another location. So this is like going from one thing to another. Many possibilities. What I'm seeing is that you're going from a dark place to a much lighter place. Okay? And this is showing up very strongly here in your cup. So this could mean that maybe you feel like you're in a dark place in your life right now, and you feel that there's no way out or something similar. And this step that you're taking is about to get you to a place that's filled with light, where you feel much better. So you're stepping into the light. But also, some of you are actually moving from a dark place. Like maybe you live in a dark apartment and you're moving into a place with, much more light, or maybe you live in a city, in a part of the country where it's damp and it's dark and it's rainy and whatever, but you're moving to, like a new location where there's a lot more sunshine. There's lots of possibilities, many ways this could work out. So you might be feeling a bit lost at the moment, but don't worry about it. Group number 3, you're on your way, okay? So you might be avoiding making any decisions right now, or maybe you are not expressing your thoughts. You're keeping like your thoughts to yourself, and this is okay. You're dealing, with facing this change or these changes, and they're coming, and you feel that they are coming. So you're closing one door and opening another one, and you will be so surprised once you open it. You will see that what is there waiting for you is what you have wanted for a long time. And from then on, group number 3, you will be attracting so many positive things into your life. You're stepping into the unknown. You don't know, what the future holds, but you're getting there. You're getting there one way or another. You're getting what you deserve. And this is wonderful. For those of you that chose group number 3, you're not someone, you are not someone who is satisfied with like the small things. So follow that inkling or that hunch that you have, and you do have it. But as I mentioned, you might not trust your intuition right now, and you need to work on self-acceptance, but it's all in your head. So follow that hunch, follow it. There is hope and there's inspiration, and you will take action. You might even surprise yourself. Something good is coming into your life, group number 3. Okay, you're figuring this out, and you might need to put a lot of energy into it, into doing the right things and going in the right direction. But you're taking the step onto this new path. Wow, group number 3, as I said, in today's reading, it's this group that's closest to taking that next step. And that's what this reading is about. So, don't be afraid, whatever it is, new job, moving, taking on like a new responsibility, a new project, starting something totally different. You've been doing one thing your whole life regarding work or something else, and now you're trying something totally different. You're moving across the country or maybe to another country. You're changing apart, whatever it is, you are already on your way. I see that you might have some fears, but you're going. You're on your way, group number 3. You have already taken like that first move towards making that step. Okay, let's just put it that way. But you're on your way to taking that step. So group number 3, let me know how this resonates for you. Good luck. Let me know how things work out. Take good care of yourself. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.